Hey guys, Gary here. Thanks for checking in. So, new shit to talk about. As of today, we have the Mk5 Tremis Signature Series holster. Production ready to go. Like it is, the holsters are being made. We had them up for a couple weeks on the social medias with like as a pre-order. Once I had signed off on the prototypes. And so they're being made by a small company that doesn't really even have like a commercial outlet. First Wave Holsters. It's a couple of fellas, 3 dudes, and they don't even live in the same time zones, and they all make holsters. So West Coast, East Coast, and the mountain region. I guess there's nobody in like central. Of course, it's just flat there, so like who cares? But they, I know one of the guys really well, and I said, "Hey man, what do you guys got to do to make me holsters?" And he said, "Well, if you'll sell them, we'll probably make them." Because the deal is, they stock their local, I guess, shops that sell holsters, tactical doodad shops or gun shops or whatever. And then they make holsters for people that they know, like groups of people. So I said, "Hey man, well, I want like a signature holster." I was told, "Well, we don't really sell them. We don't sell, like, we don't have a website and all that shit." So I said, "Okay, I'll just make them for me. I'll sell them." And pretty soon we were in and spent some time with them. Took the 4th generation holster from Stevens Concealment that Stevens is out of business. So we worked with that and said, "Hey, a couple little changes I'd like to make. Can we do this?" And bam, we got a holster. So the Mk5 holster that I have here in front of me, it is, I'll probably try and do some close-ups while I'm talking. It is similar to the old holster, the 4th gen, which was a derivative of the 3rd gen, which was not a whole lot like the 2nd generation. And they all had different companies made them. Well, the 1st and 2nd generation were NSR Tactical. And like I moved away from them, not because the holster wasn't good. I still have the original 1st gen one here somewhere. It was the way they make holsters, their technology couldn't adapt to what I needed out of a holster. They were focusing more on, what less human interaction on the holsters, more machines cutting and making holes, and the ability to like put belt loops on the front and then on the side wasn't something the machine was capable of doing. So I got next. So I went to Yeti Tac, did the 3rd gen holster, and it was fantastic. We got the things moved where I wanted them, and that worked great until they stopped making holsters, and they're back making holsters now, but I'd already moved on to Stevens Concealment because I needed holsters, and we had a big sale on those. And the fellow that owned that, he was at a point where the holster business time and his regular job time, where are they gonna? They're competing for the same time, and so he went with with his other career and stopped making holsters, which put me trying to get this thing made. So anyhow, we have it, and it still has the front belt loop wrapped around the front, and the rear belt loop, soft loop, goes in between the fingers when you get a good grip on the gun, so it's as far back as possible, kind of right directly over the trigger area. Still no stupid ass extended like stabby piece in the back that protects you from the gun, I guess, is what it's for. So instead of having like a piece of hard gun like the plastic grip, they put a plastic guard so that the plastic doesn't touch you. The plastic protects you from the plastic. Okay, well, whatever the reason those are. Although I understand the idea of making that taller than the one in the back, mine is not, because we did the bucket top. So it has got a giant opening at the top so that when you want to put the gun in, instead of trying to find that bodyguard thing and dropping it, it's a giant hole. If you get it somewhere, it'll go in. This one's set up awfully tight. Has the RCS wing so that there isn't a bunch of bulk at the bottom. All that's been just lopped right off. Nice, smooth, rounded. You know, I don't know why some holster companies are like, we're going to do angles because those feel great against your body, like sharp corners and stuff. But still got the tie-off point for running in like a Hill People Gear kit bag. We do not do any open bottoms. They're not super closed, but they do round past the edge so that as they're pressed into your body or pressed against your pants, they don't have a sharp corner either poking into you or saying, hey, there's something in my pants over here. So that is them. The only thing, like this one here, as you can see, has this little bump out with some holes. That is where a strut is put. If we cut these out for an optic, instead of, because this belt, the plastic where this belt loop would attach is gone, we put a strut in it and then put the soft loop on that strut. So there'll be a big, notch out of here and then a strut attached to that lower portion. This is not a optic ready one, so I don't have the strut on there, which saves on the little bit of extra stuff and extra connection points, which are obviously potential failures because every connection point on any holster is a failure point, a potential failure point. So yeah, that's it. That's kind of like the 4th gen, just with the only thing we did a little different was like where this is for a macro. The wing is probably about 1/8 of an inch lower. Like we got it moved down so there's just a little more room to get your hand in there to draw. I don't know why everybody isn't carrying one of these things. So it gave you a little more finger room, and otherwise everything's the same. And Klaus agrees. So the question then becomes like, what are they available? What can I get them for? Obviously, the entire list of cool guns. We have the 365X. It's my yellow gun because my X Rusty Workman is off getting converted at the moment. So, but the X model fits the regular 365 because the only difference is the length of the grip. So, like if you wanted to put an ankle holster or ankle gun in a belt holster, this is the one. Man, Klaus is really enjoying this. So we got the 365X, the 365XL, which is what I carry every day. I carry a Spectre Comp as my EDC every day. So it is one of these, although I'm still rocking the prototype, which is right here in black. The only way it comes, get a black one is get a prototype. And it is available for the 365 macro. Those are the main guns. Of course, you're like, well, what about everything else, Gary? I carry a subpar gun. So can you make a holster for me too? So we got the Glock 19 added. It will not hold a Glock 17 because of that rounded end. There will not be a Glock 17 model. Sorry. There next, I thought we were going to do Glock 48 next, which would hold like the 43X or the 48. However, I think the M&P may jump to the front of the line. That's going to be like the 1.0 4 1/4 inch gun. So it'll fit the 1.0 or the 2.0 or 4 1/4 or 4 inch or the 3.6 inch, I think is the 3.7, whatever the next size down one is. They'll all fit in that. And then it will be the 48, and I think that'll probably be it. It's my signature holster. I don't see any reason for any other gun models. We are currently working on a prototype. We're in the second evolution of prototypes for an appendix holster. It's coming. I can't tell you when. I'm wearing one right now at this moment as part of the testing and evaluation phase of this second prototype. There'll at least be, if this is the 2.0, there'll at least be a 2.1 because I got a couple ideas, or at least one idea we want to change up a little bit for that. They're available over at tremisdynamics.com on the garage sale under holsters. You can pick them now. The colors available are gray with a yellow eyelet. And if you'd like something else, you'll just have to buy a different holster from somebody else. Can't say that anybody else has a holster with all those features on it, but the holster isn't, like some new proprietary anything. It's just features that all needed to be on the same holster for me to want to put my name on it. So the Tremis Signature Series holster, Mk5, is out and available for you to buy. And if you're a patron, there's even a coupon code over on Patreon so that you can save some money on it. All right, that's all I got. Take it easy. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming up and being part of my video. Oh.